Hello and welcome to the Ghosts and Folklore podcast. I'm Mark Rees with a quick update because I've been a little bit quiet the last 2 months, so I wanted to explain my absence and to let you know what's coming up in the future. And the good news is that to start with, the podcast will be back very, very soon. But before that, just to explain why I've been so quiet, well, I've been quiet on the podcast, but I've been very, very busy elsewhere. I have been traveling the world, giving talks and lectures on board cruise ships and things. I was able to set foot in Africa for the first time, which was wonderful. I also had a new book that was published late January, so I've spent a lot of January and February promoting that. If you've noticed me on radio or TV or the press or anything, that was Quirky Cardiff. And I also have Quirky Swansea coming out later this year. If that wasn't enough, I'm busy researching a very exciting Halloween project that will be out next year. And on top of all of that, I have my usual university responsibilities as well. So it has been a very, very hectic start to the year. That is my excuses out of the way. But back to the podcast. And the Ghosts and Folklore podcast will be back in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks today, the podcast will be back bigger and better than ever. Actually, that's maybe too much. That's too much of a stretch, maybe. The podcast will be back and it will be no worse than before, I promise you. Also going on this week, on Sunday, for St. David's Day, I will be in Swansea City Centre giving a free Ghosts and Folklore talk at 10 o'clock in the morning. Yes, 10 o'clock in the morning, set the alarms, all about Wales's patron saint, all about St. David for St. David's Day. And of course, there'll be plenty of ghosts in that talk as well. Further, you might already have subscribed to it, but if not, we do have the new video YouTube channel, Paranormal Unpacked, up and running. That's myself, my co-presenter Steve Balsamo, Ant Jones, who does all the filming and the hard work behind the scenes, and our newest member, Al, as well, who is the wizard on camera and sounds. And we have a new episode that is coming out today, the same day I publish this. Our new episode is coming out, and in that episode, we are getting witchy. We visit a supposedly haunted witchcraft shop in South Wales, and we talk to some of the local experts at the same time about some of their experiences, some of the psychics, some of the tarot readers, some of the clairvoyants. And if you haven't seen it already, our first full-length episode is also there. That is a big, in-depth investigation into the Rhondda Street poltergeist, one of Swansea, one of Wales's, if not one of Britain's biggest unsolved poltergeist cases. So it has been busy, it has been hectic, but I promise you, the podcast will be back to normal in 2 weeks' time. And as you might have noticed, depending on where you are listening to this, or maybe watching, I should say, this is also my first video episode that if you're on, certainly I think Spotify will show the video, maybe Apple, YouTube, of course, anyone watching on YouTube will see the video version of this. I'm partly doing this out of laziness because I don't have the microphone set up. But I also thought this was a good way to experiment with some video episodes as well. So maybe this might be the first of many. Let's see what the future holds. But thank you for your patience. Bear with me. 2 weeks' time, all back to normal. See you then. Take care. Until next time, no star.